Hey guys, and welcome to part 4 of the Resident Evil 4 playthrough. We have just gone through the swamps and we're now going to fight our next boss, Del Lago.
Ooh, sounds menacing.
Right, this is an optional cutscene, by the way. Not all the cuts, like I think there's a few optional cutscenes. You remember those two cops at the beginning? We saw one of them burned to death in the village. Here's the second one.
Yeah, there's not. If you go back to the bridge that Leon crossed to get here at the start of the game, after the van's been destroyed, he'll actually look down into the ravine and go, "Oh no!"
But it doesn't show the bodies where they are. But I don't get it. If your intention was to kill the policeman, why would you not stab one of them in the village and then throw the other one in the swamp? Probably. And that is Del Lago.
Fish.
Is this supposed to, I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. Is it supposed to be like a mutated good blast plague of fish before the events of Revelations?
I'm not sure. Whatever it is big and it's hungry.
And there's an antique. And again, you know, there's something you want to shoot when your aiming reticle turns red.
I think I missed that actually in all my playthroughs.
Right, there's actually, I'm not going to show off in here, but there is a balcony where there's the boat. There's the boat on the balcony there. You obviously need to get on the boat and then, I don't know why you need to go across the river, but you have to, after seeing that thing. But if you go up to the balcony and if you shoot the water, that creature will come up and kill you. Instant death.
No, folks, it's safe to just walk up and farm fish infinitely. I promise you, nothing bad will ever happen to you.
Yeah, right. Saying that sarcastically. Like, you shoot the water, it will come up and kill you.
Yeah.
Don't listen to this fuckhead.
You can shoot the fish from a certain distance, but if you're too close to the edge, Del Lago comes up and nom nom, instant death. That gets you a trophy on the PS3 and PS4 versions.
And I don't show off, but if you saw that little hatch there, one in the next section when you can go back into the water, and that is a tunnelway to another merchant shop with its own exclusive treasures.
So, folks, are you ready for a gameplay style change? Tough, because you're getting one.
But still, why would you go into the water after seeing this thing?
Yeah. Maybe it's the only way across. And since Leon's not exactly the brightest of the Resident Evil characters,
It's only a matter of time before he crashes this anyway.
or the luckiest, like, what are the odds of that thing latching onto it? Just my day.
Right, what you have to do now is you've got an infinite set of harpoons here on your boat. You've got to constantly throw them at this creature until it eventually dies. And that's all you can do.
Del Lago will intentionally swim towards the tree trunks to try and knock you off.
And if you get knocked off the wall, you have to swim back to the boat. But I don't know if this is true or not, but depending on how low your health is, you actually slow down and you won't be able to get back.
Wait, do you actually make it back here? Because I remember reading if your health was red here, you would die no matter how fast you get.
Well, here I am proved it wrong. So fuck you, Fury.
Maybe if it's low enough, like maybe 1 health left or something. I don't know.
But once you get back to the boat, it's safe. It doesn't have the... For what as intimidating this creature is, it doesn't get the bright idea to just destroy the boat first. And I don't know about you, but see the graphic on the heads-up display of the weapon? It looks like a sword.
Yeah.
Swords in my Resident Evil game? What?
Going all Dark Souls. Well, considering the amount of time you will die throughout this franchise. Even the original games even have the original "you died" game over screen. Like Dark Souls says you died as well.
Right, this bit right here where the nothing happens is to drive suspense, but
Yeah.
and the game it feels a bit generous because even if you don't know where it is, you can see the red
tells
arrow,
you.
and it tells you where it's coming.
Even on higher difficulties. I think you have to hit Del Lago at least one time here in order to avoid getting knocked off the boat here.
God damn, how many tons does that thing have?
Those might be technicals.
And the only type of control you can have on this boat is to move it left and right to avoid the logs, as the Lago will try to make you crash into them.
And if you get turned around at an awkward angle, Leon will stop aiming in order to steady himself.
Mm-hmm. But once you get a certain amount of these harpoons on, you'll be fine. And I'm gonna get hit.
Yeah.
There's no way to recover from that.
It's possible to veer around, but the control is very loose.
Swim! I would put the Jaws theme in here, but I might get copyright flagged. So I'm not gonna risk it.
I love how your weapons are still in the inventory for this part. Like, what's stopping us from just pulling out our shotgun and just shooting at it?
And it's dead.
And you will be too if you aren't alert here, folks.
You gotta remember, as good as these cutscenes are, they're not to be relaxed with. You've got to be ready for them.
You ready to mash buttons on console?
How's that wrapped around his leg? There's no knot.
Swing that Wiimote.
Oh, Leon, you don't swipe it with the knife. Just put the knife under the rope and cut.
Failure leads to Leon getting dragged under the water and drowning. And you have to do the fight over again.
But still, that's not how you cut a rope. You, again, put it underneath and just cut it like saw, like a saw blade. Something like that.
Saw blade.
Well, you know what I mean, moving it back and forth to cut the rope. Now you can see brief in that little hatch there with the gates, that's where the merchant shop is. But that's not until after the next section where the weather starts to change. Oh, damn, it's that time of the month again. Oh, no! They're coming back to haunt me!
Thank you for joining us for the Resident Evil 4 playthrough, folks. Oh, wait, what's that?
Get up! Get your lazy ass up! You slept on the job!
That's it, Run Fat Boy Run clip where they wake him up for his first training session.
Oh dear, it looks like Leon's affected with the parasite eggs.
And it seems we are dead.
Ugh.
Ooh. Well, thanks for joining us for that. Oh,
Will you stop it when trying to interrupt this playthrough?
well, this game keeps teasing you.
But even though that was a dream, it is true, unfortunately. Leon has been affected with the eggs.
Not quite yet, though.
Well, they're not hatched.
Yeah.
They're in his body, but they're not hatched to take control of him yet. So they're sleeping.
Leon, it's been 6 hours since our last transmission.
6 hours?!
Don't you mean lonely? Anyway, I started to feel dizzy, and then I guess I must have lost consciousness.
No, you were drunk in the bar.
Consciousness.
Explain your... That will explain your future behavior in Resident Evil Vendetta.
Yeah.
I'm alright now.
That was so
gonna continue
jarring
my
to see
mission.
him like that.
Especially considering that what happened chronologically, it's R6, and then, as we all know, Chris went to the bar, and then Leon's the one that snaps him out. It's like the roles are reversed.
Yeah, the commentary for Vendetta, that was exactly the intention they were going for. They wanted to reverse it.
And I believe this note that was lying on the bed is probably from Lewis, explaining
Yeah.
about the Elganados.
Yeah, he's the only one we've seen here who actually hasn't lost their mind and isn't trying to kill us.
Now, as you can see from the weather, it's starting to piss him down.
And also, it's nighttime!
But just, well, the rain's no different from Scotland anyway. We're in the land of Scotland where it's forever rain.
Are you afraid of the dark?
No. Are you?
You will be.
Right, here we are. Now, this is where we're introduced to the first mutations of the Ganados, to show that these are not zombies. This is the A-type Plagas,
Yeah.
which is the standard one.
R5, they're known as Cephal.
And just like Resident Evil 5, these will die to a flash grenade in an instant.
Now, what this one does is that, given enough time, it'll prepare a scythe-like appendage and start swinging it around to deal damage to you.
It will still damage you even when it's lying on the ground.
Yeah, it can even Kaizo you as well. Like, you have one piece of health left, you throw a flash grenade, and you get hit by it, and Leon dies, and the grenade then kills it. Which happened to Johnny in the Brain Scratch run.
And, well, yeah, don't you hate that when your head pops
Yeah.
off and then you got that to mutate?
These things instantly die to flash grenades, as all mutations do.
I just said that.
Oh,
Were you not paying attention?
no.
But
Just one time, okay?
well, if you don't have any flash grenades, just keep shooting it at the Plaga and it will eventually be destroyed.
Yeah, it takes the most damage when you hit the tentacle. If you went the other way and docked at the other dock, you would get your first introduction to the mutated dogs, the Kalmalos, who die immediately to fire grenades, no matter what.
Huh. I always thought they were flash grenades.
No, the incendiary grenades.
Because usually when I think flash grenade kills anything that's Las Plagas.
I think the flash grenades also kill the mutated Kalmalos. There's a treasure on the wall as well, but you have to go down here in order to be able to see it, though.
And now we're into the waterfall, and the waterfall is basically a glorified invisible wall, blocking your progression. So what we need to do is we need to find a lever that changes the direction of the dam, of the waterfall from the dam, which will put the water into another direction, so we can get through the waterfall.
Progression!
And in order to get across the water, what you could have done earlier before you jumped down with the rope is shoot the wooden boxes. Now, as soon as you shoot the wooden boxes, they will automatically go to where they need to be. They won't go off junction or anything like that. It's magic.
You can shoot them from all the way up there before you rappel down as well.
Yep.
It's a speed running trick.
But like I said, they will always go to these locations. They will not be at... Imagine if they did and then your jump was off by 1 pixel and you fall into the water. Yeah, there's always something behind the ladders.
There's always something behind the waterfall.
Would you like to pull this lever? Yes. Why give the option to say no when when I'm going to pull it anyway?
Do it.
It's like, just pull the lever. Why do you say... It's like, Mario Party actually when you say, would you like a star? No. It's like, yes, I want the bloody star.
This is a checkpoint as well. As soon as you pull the lever, you get a checkpoint here. Sometimes the game gives you checkpoints at spots you wouldn't expect it to.
And one of these bars, wooden bamboo bars, I'm guessing it's bamboo, there's a treasure on one of them. And I think this is where we're introduced to the Ganados, where they use the torches. Here they
Here
are.
we go.
Oh, look, more enemies that I've already killed before.
I'm
How
not-
threatening.
I'm not late to the party, am I?
Do you like fire? I like fire.
Burn.
In the background.
Whee.
Oh, I wish they'd fall into the water.
Fall!
There's the treasure up there, in case that white light was not obvious.
Yeah, we're kind of being bombarded by Ganados right now, so now would not be a good time to collect it.
Ooh.
And they have magic pockets, by the way, so they can pull out infinite amounts
Yeah.
of those.
Or if you want to go with the Sonic excuse, they pull it out of their arse. Yeah.
Oh, that was bullshit.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh, are we
Arsehole.
gonna have our first death?
Nope.
Oh,
Golden egg away.
no.
I'm hungry. Breakfast.
It's like Skyrim, you have like 20 or 30 apples, and when you're low on health, you just eat all of them to get a small amount of health back.
Aye. Eat healthy. It's good for you. Right. Come on past me. Get the treasure. It's right above your head.
Yeah, well.
There we go.
Yay.
And it's a golden ring.
Amber.
Golden.
It said amber.
I don't care. It's gold. The only thing that's amber is the gem. This key item's shining. I wonder if it's important.
Nah, I'll just sell it for $5,000.
I would love it for one classic Resident Evil game to turn around where you get rid of a key item, then 10 hours later you realise you need that, and you're like, oh,
There's a secret door or something that gives you a really awesome item.
game over. Because you've discarded that key. Because
The screen would just flash white and it would say, "You failed."
yes, in this game, just like the rest of them, folks, if you discard an item, it will disappear and you won't get it back again.
Go on, you can't actually lose items permanently in the classic Resident Evils, unless you're playing Code Veronica, where it is possible to lose certain items somehow if you don't do something ahead of time.
But you gotta think about the classic keys, like, this key's no longer in use, do you want to discard it? Well, how do you fucking know? I don't know why the fish are jumping in the air, though. Because I don't...
Detail.
But fish don't jump in the air, they can breathe underwater. It's dolphins that need to jump up in the air. That's not a dolphin. That's a sea lion.
Thank you.
Get your animals right. Go back and
Whatever.
go study with David Amber. He'll fill you in with all the details. Bye bye, Jack Jarvis's pipe.
Thank you.
Right, those two we're gonna keep for now because they're not fully sellable. Time to
Upgrade Shotty.
Shot him bang bang.
What are you buying?
What are you
What are
buying?
you buying?
What are you selling, stranger? Rocket launcher? I don't need that right now.
Instant kill on anything.
Even bosses?
Yeah.
Well, why would you want to waste money on the rocket launcher where if you play further, you can get an infinite one?
Or a free one later on.
Right, we're heading. We've picked up the key item from the the caves. So we're heading back into the church where the key item is going to be on the door.
This will be a walk in the park. Oh, cutscene. That means something important's happening.
Great.
It's a trap! I love how there's like one... I love how these Ganados are just stuck in here as well.
They must have... Well, they had to provide this... Whatever this thing is food, I'm guessing.
Necessary sacrifice.
And here's our next boss, fellas. El Gigante, or the Mountain Troll. Where, unlike the one in Resident Evil 5, you actually fight this on foot.
They have a cave troll.
Yes, they do. Look at the size of this fucking thing.
I remember seeing...
Thought you ought to know.
Thank you, Professor Quirrell.
I remember the trailer, the initial trailers for this game, and I was looking at it thinking, how the hell are we going to be able to defeat this thing?
Well, easy. Just like every other
Yeah.
enemy. Just shoot it in the head.
Mierda.
Who the hell's Mierda?
No, mierda, I believe is shit, or something. In Spanish.
Right, our Mountain Troll boss.
Boss time!
Strategy for this guy is just shoot him in the head till the agony's in pain.
A
And
bug.
then, and then what will happen later is that the last Plagas will pop up from his back, and that's where you need... That's the weak spot.
We're on our own for this one, it seems.
Yep.
And he's just ignoring you.
Well, he's going around in a circle.
You are not worthy to be killed by him. What?
Oh, he's got a boulder.
I've never seen this. What?
Ow.
Strike!
Ow.
I've never seen that in all the
Neither
playthroughs
did
I've
I.
ever done.
Neither did I in this recording. You learn something new when you're recording games.
Now is a good time to combine all three.
I'm already at full health.
Ah.
Yay! It's the wolf I saved earlier.
Hey, it's that dog.
It's a wolf, not a dog.
Is it named Kiba? Wolf's Rain?
Right, what this wolf does, basically, it just distracts the troll.
Only for a certain amount of time.
No, I don't want to be underneath that.
Only for a certain amount of time, he will turn around and go back towards you.
And there's your weak spot, folks.
By the way, make sure you don't press the wrong button when this pops up, or he'll grab you and slam you into the ground for heavy damage.
Now, what I'm showing is the basic way to attack it, but there is a little trick you can do where you can fire it at a couple of bullets at that Plaga for extra damage, and then go up and slash it with the knife.
If you fire too many shots, though, it'll just immediately retract. And
That's
then-
what I'm saying, you want to fire a couple. Hey, dogs are best man's best friend, after all. That is one brave dog, though. Or wolf. Same animal. So just aim for the head until he's... I can't take any more!
I think a flash grenade also puts him down temporarily.
I did not know that. Well, I didn't think the flash grenade would be effective considering the size of this guy.
And that's it.
Yep, that's it. This was a lot easier than the RE5, if you remember, where we had to do that pattern like 3 times. And the last time it was like 1 health away.
That is absolute hell on professional as well.
Especially considering they put out Magini with flaming crossbows off screen.
Ugh. So many distractions in that fight.
Okay, that doesn't make sense. We saw the Ganados pulling the levers to close the doors. How the fuck are they opening again?
Maybe the merchant? So much money!
And the wolf just disappears. We'll never see it again.
He's off to paradise. Watch Wolf's Rain for context. I'm gonna check the little hut.
Nope. I'm just gonna go straight to the gate.
Items gone forever. Playthrough ruined. 0 out of 10.
Oh, quiet you. Fucking, I knew this would be one of those playthroughs where you'll fucking nitpick me if I do something that's not on your standard. Like Red 9, anyone? Right, here is where we're introduced to the dogs. Unlike the friendly one, these are infected. And the Plaga comes up from the back of their spine.
These things immediately die to incendiary grenades.
But here, I'm just killing them with the TMP with no ease. Well, no problem.
They can also mutate and cause tentacles to grow out of their backs.
And they have 2 attacks. One is their standard bite and all, and then like an RE5, or the tentacles give you a little whip.
Now, also have a grab attack where they pin you to the floor and start tearing away at your throat.
I'll still say the most deadly dogs are the ones in RE5, especially when the head's split in two.
Yeah.
Right, we're finally at the church. Praise the Lord.
Praise be to Yevon.
Now I'm just got that image stuck in my head. If any of you seen Little Britain, Reverend Jesse King. Hallelujah! It's from the ghetto. That was back when Little Britain. That was back when Little Britain was funny. But nowadays, as you get older, you realise it's not as good as it used to be. Right, there's another puzzle. Now, that room back there, our kidnapped girl is stuck in there. And this doesn't make any sense. So anyway, there's a colour. You notice the colour pattern on the bottom floor. Well, those are actually some colour powered lasers, and there's a switch box right there.
Yeah.
You have to get the switches in the correspondent colours and position to reveal the Los Illuminados symbol again. And that way it'll open the door.
Are we going to be spending over 2 minutes on this puzzle?
Nope, this is pathetically easy. You can tell by the pattern on the middle there.
Right.
Once you got it right, and then you just combine the two, all three of them, and that's it. It's really pathetically easy. Et voila!
Yay!
And there we... Wait a minute, we saw fire, and then we saw blue fire, now it's white fire? What?
I think white's the hottest a flame can go.
No, I thought it was blue. Remember the Bunsen burners?
Ashley,
It's been a while.
Ugh.
hey, take it easy.
Here's Ashley Graham, folks.
Hi, Sandy from SpongeBob.
Everything's going to be just
Voice,
fine.
that's Carolyn
My name's
Warren's
Leo.
voicing her.
I'm under the president's order to rescue you.
What?
So and now that we've saved Ashley, thus the escort mission begins.
If only she actually fought people like Sandy does, she would actually be of use.
Paramedic, there's a hot girl here. He's asking me not to come.
Good work, Leon. I'll send Clover over right away.
Where's the
These Metal Gear
extraction
Solid comparisons.
There's another trail that you can take to get out of the village.
Kept you waiting,
Chopper
huh?
will pick you up beyond there.
Got it.
So,
I'm
like
on
we
my
said,
way.
once you got Ashley, it's another health bar you have to look after. But Ashley does fuck all.
One thing that annoys the fuck out of me with Ashley, no matter what it is, even if it's just a tiny, tiny machine gun bullet on her foot, if you accidentally damage Ashley in any way, she instantly dies.
Well, the only thing about that is that you have to prevent her, but also enemies can grab her, and if they go too far away from you, it counts as a
They
failure.
get to that door, that's it. Instant game over.
But what's good about this is that you can command Ashley to stay in position or follow you. But if you see a dumpster, put her in that dumpster.
Yeah, that'll help when we get to the Bella Sisters.
But then again, when you beat the game, when you get the second pair of costumes, which is where it gives Leon a gangster outfit and then puts Ashley in a knight outfit, there's no such thing as escort mission after that.
She can't even be damaged by or killed by chainsaws.
Yep, and if the enemy's trying to pick her up with the knight armor, they just completely fall over.
Must know. My name is Osmond Sadler.
No, it's the Emperor.
Wait, you're not Emperor Palpatine?
Religious community.
I think I actually found this out. Actually, he's voiced by Michael Gaw, something like that, and he also voiced Commissioner Gordon in Arkham Origins.
No longer will the United States
It's nice to hear a
dictate and
familiar
police the
voice.
world
Aye.
forever. So,
And there's a little fact about that staff. That actually is obviously he's the head of this whole Illuminados, which means he's the puppet master, and that staff is also a flute for the eggs that are inside the body. And it turns out Ashley's got them as well.
She was injected before Leon too, so she's running on borrowed time.
What did you do to her?
we just planted her a little gift.
Do you know what? Ian McDermott would play this cartoon? It's identical to the Emperor.
When she returns home
just need
to
lightning.
her loving father.
And he needs to lean back a bit.
For that, I thought I might bargain with the president for some donation.
Oh, typical. These
Believe it
terrorists
or
want
not,
money in the
it's
end.
quite a lot of
It all
money
goes back to
this
money.
up and running.
Faith and money will lead you nowhere, Sadler.
Oh, I believe I forgot to tell you that.
Oh, I believe I forgot to tell you, Leon, but we've also beaten your neck.
That's good to know.
But special contribution.
Ugh.
When the eggs hatch, you will become my puppets. Involuntarily, you'll
Darn
do as I
noses
say.
grow with food, why?
I'll have total control over your mind.
Is it me or does he have no teeth?
Don't you think this is a
I think he does, we just can't see
revolutionary
them.
way?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I can see it now there. I just thought he had no teeth because he's an old
Sounds
man.
more like an alien invasion if you ask me.
Oh, that'll be the last time Resident Evil will do alien invasion. That'll be just throwing the concept out the window.
Action time!
And that was unnecessary.
Leon.
Right, as we got a flash of Ashley's undies, we'll see you in the next part, folks.
We can get out of it.